Hello, everyone. Welcome to Aptera Owners Club. Those of you who watched the Virtual Investors Conference from February 10th might have remembered this slide where this is kind of giving basic information about Aptera, about like its size, capacity, performance, colors, price, and then there was this part about suppliers. When I saw this, we all knew about Roush. They're helping with the suspension. Monroe and Associates, they're helping with designing the manufacturing. And then Alafe obviously is providing the hub motors. And then I saw this company, HindujaTech, which I had never heard of before and did not realize that they were in any way involved with Aptera until I saw this slide. So I wanted to know find out a little bit about this company and what they do. And this is what I found out. So HindujaTech, and I don't know if I'm even pronouncing that correctly, is part of this Hinduja Group. And Hinduja Group is a large conglomerate. It's based out of London, but it started in India. And they're involved in like everything. They're involved in automotive, oil and chemicals, banking and finance, IT, power generation, cybersecurity, media, real estate, healthcare, project development, and trade. And so they're involved in everything. It was started in the early 1900s by this gentleman, and now it is run by his four sons. And they have many different, like I said, they're in many different industries. If you click on this automotive, you get this, and they have three companies, Ashtok Leyland, Switch, and Ohm. And Ohm is kind of a subsidiary of the Switch, which is focused on EVs and sustainable and zero carbon transportation. So that is their, they are a manufacturer of these vehicles, but HindujaTech is not really a manufacturing company. It is a engineering outsourcing company. So what they do is they provide engineering services for product development, powertrain, body engineering, interiors and exteriors, thermal management, that kind of stuff. And they also do some digital engineering. So what they are is they're farming out engineering expertise to other companies. So I guess they're kind of an engineering consultant firm. And I was wondering how they got involved in this. And I found out it's probably through Monroe and Associates. In April 25 of 2019, Monroe and Associates formed a strategic alliance with HindujaTech. And basically they've kind of joined forces and working together, which kind of makes sense because HindujaTech is known for its frugal engineering because they want to work in emerging markets by compressing the, just making things cheaper and better and more streamlined. And that's kind of what Monroe and Associates does with manufacturing. They're trying to make it streamlined and lean by designing it that way. And HindujaTech also wants to do the same thing. By the way, Hinduja Group is huge. These four brothers are worth in excess of $100 billion, with about $50 billion of their assets in North America, and mostly in the United States. So HindujaTech is partnering with Monroe and Associates, and then we know that Aptera got Sandy Monroe involved pretty early. My guess is Sandy Monroe told Aptera, hey, you should get these guys to help you do the engineering, and I think that's what they've done. If you go to Aptera's website and you go to the About Us tab, you can go down here and talks a little bit about their history and things like that. And then you get to meet the Aptera team. You see founders, obviously Steve Fambro, Chris Anthony, Michael Johnson. This guy is basically a founder in that I think he sunk a ton of money into them at the beginning. And here's the executives that we've all talked about on this channel. And then when you get to the team, this is probably not up to date because their team, I think, is much bigger than this now. I think that they're pushing probably 100 employees at this point. But if you look down here, these two gentlemen, and I will not even attempt to say their names because I will probably butcher them, but I believe these two gentlemen are engineers that are actually working through HindujaTech. And here's why I think that. If you look at their LinkedIn pages, here's this gentleman. He is lead engineer for exterior trim, and he's deputed at Aptera Motors. If you look at his, so he's an HindujaTech employee, but he's deputed at Aptera. That means he's been basically farmed out to work for Aptera. And he has, if you look at his work experience, he worked first at welding fixtures and workshops, and then this is a company that deals in automotive design for Ashtok Leyland. And as you remember, Ashtok Leyland is one of the automotive subsidiaries of Hinduja Group. And then he worked for Jaguar and Land Rover, and then did some software engineering for interior plastic designs. So interiors, I don't know what he did for this. Mahindra, I believe, is I believe they are an Indian car manufacturer. And then he's been at HindujaTech, and he's been working at Aptera. And then if you look at this gentleman, he is doing the body enclosure engineering for Aptera. But if you look down here, he's worked previously for Toyota, Honda, Tata. Tata is a car manufacturer in India. Defiance Technologies Limited. I believe that's the same as here, Defiance Technologies. So they overlap, these two gentlemen overlapped at Defiance Technologies, and we know that Defiance Technologies is one of these automotive manufacturers. And then Mahindra, yeah, that's an automotive group. So he's had a long experience in automotive. And if you look at his things, he says, endorsed automotive design, that's a skill he has, endorsed by 2 colleagues at HindujaTech. So he obviously also works at HindujaTech as well. It's amazing what you can find on the internet, because I kind of Googled this, and I found out there's this website that looks for H-1B data. If you guys aren't familiar with what H-1B visas are, H-1B visas are a special kind of visa that basically you tell the U.S. government, hey, we couldn't find a qualified American citizen to do this job, so we want to find this person overseas, and please give us a visa so he can come or she can come work here in the United States for us, because we could not find one, and we're willing to pay extra money and sponsor this person for this visa. So there's some law firms that handle all this stuff. And if you look at this, this person started working in March of 2021. He's a senior engineer in mechanical design. That is the position of one of the people there, mechanical engineer. Employer, HindujaTech. And then if you look here, you look at the entity, second entity, the Aptera Motors, and here's their current address at the time of this thing. And you can even see how much they're getting paid. They're getting paid somewhere from $82,181 to $129,000. So that is, and here's the probably the law firm that's handling it, and the lawyer or the legal assistant that was filling out the form. So I thought maybe HindujaTech was just doing engineering consultation for it, but they might be doing more, because I found this website that is basically a supply chain intelligence website. If you look up Aptera Motors in this, you find out that in their database, they have 3 things that they've noticed as shipments from India, and they are from HindujaTech Limited, and they were in late 2020, and one was a prototype seat. I'm guessing these are the prototype seats that are in the alpha version, which will not be used in the beta version, and the HVAC system. So I think HindujaTech actually is manufacturing their HVAC and their seat system at that time for the alpha. Now I don't know what their real supply chain is going to be, but definitely the alpha vehicle seats and HVAC units were from HindujaTech. I don't know if these were just prototypes that they were giving, or they were planning on having a full-on supply chain for these things. So anyways, I thought it was very interesting. I learned a lot about this group, this company that I had no idea even existed, and they probably got introduced through Monroe and Associates. And so now we know what the involvement of this group with Aptera is. And it sounds like they're going to have a long-term relationship with them, because they have several people that they got an H-1B visa for, and so that's going to be a multi-year commitment. and because it's just not worth it to just do it for less than that. It's a lot of investment in time and paperwork to do that. Okay, well, I hope this was as interesting to you guys as it was to me when I found out about it. And thanks for watching. If you've watched until this part of the video, you might be interested in joining our Discord channel. The link is in the description below. And again, we are probably changing the logo at some point. So once we have several candidates, I will make a little video and you guys can help me pick one. Okay, thanks for watching and have a great day.